side, where comics and heroes come alive. Marvel, DC, Starfleet in the mix. Lightsabers flash, we're nerding out quick. Rican's the name of the show. Dive into the worlds you already know. From the big screens to the comic store, super stories and so much more.
Alright, so we have officially broken the Prime Directive. I have stolen a child, and we're back for a new episode of Ricans. What are you doing?
Oh my goodness, why y'all doing here?
Who man's is this?
Spider-Man! Oh, looky. I don't know, I think this looking like a razor maybe.
A communicator?
Taser.
Oh, espérate, wait. No, no here. I don't know more, sorry. I don't know more.
How did you take, he's on the ship. How's he going to get back down?
That's not looking like my problem. I don't care. You talk to him. I don't talk to no one.
We'll find a way.
They don't. But anyway, you got wow.
Yo,
you got a good-looking lady over there. I don't know. Two good-looking lady over there. Look, Puerto Rican. I'm not looking over there because I get in trouble sometimes.
Cuidado.
But look at she. Oh my God, the Mandarin. Oh my God, is that the same thing as the orange? That I can. Oh, that's Mandarin.
The Mandarin Mandalorian.
Ah, Mandalorian. Really? I don't know.
He said Mandalorian.
I don't know. Look, she's talking about she's sweet like that. Oh my goodness. And then, espérate, I didn't know it's no shirt day today. I didn't know. But anyway, what are we talking today?
Well, we discovered a new verse called the Boricua Verse. So we've been...
You discovered, now you Christopher now, huh? Okay. Okay. You see how we do? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I like it because I'm from Puerto Rico, over down there.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's Rio Grande. We take it like that. We take the machete, bang, bang, and we drink the soda, blah, shoot. And we good. We get to work. Yeah, that's how we do. It's right next to my grandmother. You go that way, sir. And then you take the turn, you right there.
Yeah. Derechito.
We go there. Don't worry. 5 minutes. Don't worry. We get the night time, but it's only take 5 minutes. So, but anyway, where they come from?
Well, it's their own universe apparently. It's called the Boricua Verse, right? And we've been interviewing them slowly, scientifically learning what we can from them, and we still have more to learn. I think. Strange new worlds.
I know this old man. He used to be sitting here. He used to be
my science officer. Unfortunately,
yeah, the Mo guy. What his name? He's the old guy. I don't know.
I don't remember his name either.
I don't worry. He said hello because why? We both old. He know me? No, I don't know him. He's from the other side.
Do you want to be my co-host instead?
I don't know. I don't care. I just want to know what's going on. I see a Spider-Man right there. The go Power Ranger. How many times they go? They got the dinosaur go. They got the samurai go. They go all the time. I don't know.
Every day we go.
Yeah, every day. I don't know, but. Let's talk a little bit before he find out I take his stuff.
Well, that is true. Yeah. So right now we're gonna go and find out some more information. So yeah.
We'll be like superhero. I love a superhero. I always think. Sometimes I could lay on the floor, help me, but nobody. I don't know. They don't help me. They just look at me and they keep going. I don't know. I don't have the Spider-Man like that.
The spider senses?
No, I don't got the spider senses, so I fall down sometimes. I even try. I look at dragon. I say maybe I can slay them, but I can't do that either.
Dragons or demons?
Demons, dragon, everybody.
Chupacabra, cuco.
No, pero chupacabra, no le llama la cuco. No. I had bad dream with them. No good. But what you liking? You dressing like that? Why you liking? Why you dressing like that? You like it?
Yeah, I like Star Wars. I love my culture.
Shh, don't say Star Wars. This guy's tough. He don't like this guy, the Star Trek guy. He don't like a Star Wars guy. He don't like him.
That's why he's a science officer, not the captain like me.
Yes, that's why. But you guys, you go all around doing this?
Yes. Festivals, parades.
Wow, the festival for what you do? You just sit here talking all the time to them and holding this.
I unfortunately exist. So
why he look like he gonna?
It's a child. I don't know what this child is. Can you tell me about this child?
The child is actually 50 years old.
Not a child.
Un viejito. He played domino?
Sí.
He has my tío. I remember my tío had this when he in the farm. That's a jibaro. You know the jibaro, they do that. You know? So wow, I like that. Why you have the girl over there? She quiet. She quiet. She
I think she's scared.
She don't talking. I don't know. But what you do? What you wearing?
Oh, because I like my culture.
Ah, you like the culture? What the culture?
Puerto Rican. I like being Puerto Rican.
Ah, she said the culture is Puerto Rican, not Latino, but Puerto Rican. I like that. I like that. We're all getting good over here. This is so good. I got it. Ooh, shit, man. Oh my God. Now I see. No helmet. Oh my goodness. Sometimes when they take the helmet off, you say, put it back on. But no, huh? Oh my God. You say, no, leave it off. Leave it off. Okay. So the Chippendale guy, what he do?
The Chippendale.
What he do?
He fights
What's your character?
Inosuke.
Ah, Inosuke. See, sometimes Japanese come out, sometimes, you know. But why you liking that one?
Está fuerte.
Eso sí que es guapo. Ese guapo también.
Rey de las montañas.
Rey de montaña. Oh, I like it, that one. I like that. Wait, why are they beeping? I think he's trying to find
That's
it.
probably him trying to get back
Yeah, I
here.
think he's trying to come back here. I don't let him come out. He wait for commercial. I don't know, or something. I can't run too much, but I do what I can do. But how long you do this?
No. Few years.
Few years?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
10 years now.
Oh my God, 10-year-old. 10-year-old when you start or 10 years ago?
10 years ago.
Oh, 10 years ago. Sometimes my English is no good, I try. I understand that one. Because I say, wow, 10 years. She like, huh? She looking, what, 14, 15 right now? Holding a baby. Oh my God, this Puerto Rican, they get baby early. Ooh. So how you communicate together? Like if I want to find you, how do you do the
TikTok.
Oh, the tiki-taki. Oh my God, you do the tiki-taki too? I tried to do the tiki-takis one time. I like it. See, that's why you got Puerto Ricans. Well,
That's the language, we talk in Kulikitaka.
Yes. But one thing I see, the Latin boy, girl, they look at you like, ooh. What do you tell them if they want to do the thing you do? What you tell them? See, I told you my English. If digo español, los gente aquí no saben mucho.
We can put subtitles.
We can put subtitles. What the little thingy thing?
We'll figure it out.
What you trying to say? My English no good. I got the thingy like that. But why you tell the kids if they want to do what you do?
So keep loving what you love.
And then you find a character that you relate to a lot, and you just use your imagination, find out how to Boricuafy it.
I think I'm
How
going
to
to
combine the two things you love the most.
The key thing is to be yourself
I like that.
and just have fun. There's a lot of people like us who are like you, that we are all the same, and yeah, that's what we do.
What you say?
I agree with what they're saying, and usually I just say like, just go for it and just do it. Like, who's gonna stop you?
Just do it. CTC Nike. Hey, listen, this thing will ring again. I think I gotta go. I think he close. Let me see.
I can hear him screaming through that. So,
No. Hey, anyway, I got one question. Why only Dragon Ball got old people? I can't be him. I gotta be that old guy. Yeah. Maybe he said find somebody that fits you, and then he look at me like maybe because I only had one character. Because I don't know. Maybe I modify him Spanish character, and then he throw guineos or something. I don't know. I got.
We need a Plátano hero.
Serious, I gotta go. I never hear, okay? I never hear. He come back, I never hear, okay?
Thank you, Tio. No birthday.
I was bringing that back to you. That's what we go. Anyway, y'all people, y'all take care, okay? I gotta go. Security, everything. Bye.
That's
He got a domino game to go to.
oh, he's got several domino games that he's running right now. Well, let's see. I'm gonna contact the ship and see if I can get my father to come back down. Unfortunately.
21st century technology. I'm gonna shoot him in that gizmo.
It's not my problem. Who told you to leave?
Oh, I was doing
How did you even get back down here without a communicator?
the backup, the 23rd century backup. What do you think?
I thought we were supposed to destroy those.
No, I kept it for sentimental reasons, but I seem to function just terribly. So I think I will put it in the incinerator after this. And I will shed it on stun, heavy stun, the next time that yellow steals my stuff again.
Only a heavy stun?
Only a heavy stun. I don't want to kill him. So, we're back.
You
And
missed a lot.
oh, what did I miss? What did I miss?
I don't know.
What I miss?
I know.
Good answer.
Good answers?
I don't
Was
know.
he hitting on any of too? You know, it's like, you know.
Like,
same
I don't
thing,
even know
all
what you're
that.
talking about. Like,
Okay. So, getting on to now part 2 of our interview with the Boricua Verse. Now we're going to get into the part that I think is going to be very amusing and entertaining to find out. Best and worst cosplays you have ever had. Let's start with the worst. And I'm talking about the worst where you probably had a kit that you had to take with you just so if you breathe wrong and it fall apart, you can put it together. So, worst ones that you've had. How was you? This was like one of those. It burst, and I was standing there, birthday suit, and I'm like, "Hi."
No, but I'll start. For me, after I debuted my Scorpion first time, the year after that, at Comic-Con, I decided to do one of my first Power Rangers. Well, it was more Japanese version than because this character never released in America before. His character's name is Akare. He's like the first Red Ranger. He's like a god type of thing. So I want to do him. I bought the helmet from a website that's no longer exists anymore. The helmet looks so horrible. And then the suit, my boyfriend helped me out with putting it up together. We used like one of those ribbons, like, you know, when you put the ribbons on, I had the metal thing on the side. So and then also I bought the boots from like Halloween Winters when they had like boots. We paint them red. Everything was so uncomfortable. The boot was hurting my feet. The ribbons were poking me. The metal part was poking me, and the helmet was like wobbly. I was like, I'm over it.
More torture than it was cosplay.
But I did redid the costume again, and it's much more better than how it was like in the beginning. So
There's
yes.
it's always how it is with cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than.
You already had that face. I can't wait to hear what happened.
So it was actually my first ever cosplay that I ever did,
Mhm.
and it was way before that I actually got into full spandex. It was I had a Miles Morales costume hoodie, a zip-up hoodie, and I had the face mask with the web design,
I had a Captain American one like
and I
that.
had like these bootleg, like kind of like LED light-up goggles. And I had to like zip up the hoodie fully to like fully cover my face, and I had to put the goggles over it, and I had like just like red and black joggers and my high top Adidas, and I'm just standing in the mirror, and I'm just like, God, I look so stupid. This is never gonna work. Like, but at the same time, like it was so hard for me to like do videos, and I'm just like, yeah, this is not gonna work.
Even like taking pictures, like especially when like they look horrible. Like I look myself in the photo, I'm like, oh my god, why I look like that? I even took a picture with JDF with that outfit too, and I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed. I'm like, God bless his soul.
I'm sure he loved it.
Like he doesn't care, but still, I didn't have my helmet with me too. I had the underhood on, and my boyfriend had the helmet. We did the photo up, and I was like, oh my god, I left my helmet. So I was like, let me take a picture. I like this. Look, my face again. And I hate taking
Said
pictures.
it all.
Yes, I was pissed.
But once I actually got my full official like Miles Morales suit, I just look back at that hoodie. I'm just like, never again.
That's your supervillain origin.
Yes, yes.
For me, back in, I think it's 2023, I was trying to cosplay this one character named Adam from Skate the Infinity.
Oh my god.
I was trying to do his his regular like normal outfit where he's just in like a blue tux. He has blue hair and stuff. I commissioned a wig to get done, and it came in really bad. So I had to like have my friends help me to try and like make a wig overnight. So it obviously also just turned out really poor. So I go to I was like, whatever. I went to the con with it, and because of how like casual it is, other than like the hair, people confuse me for like 3 different characters. I got Jonathan Joestar, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Adam, and what's his name from Fire Emblem? Or not Fire Emblem, Ace Attorney. People can confuse me for the guy from Ace Attorney.
Phoenix Wright?
Phoenix Wright, yeah. At some point, whatever someone said it was, I was like, yeah, that's
so
sure.
funny. Yeah.
That's right, right? I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
Right. It was just so disappointing. I hated it.
Aw, no.
The one in the corner there, she's got that face already. She's like, I don't know.
Okay, so this is what happened.
She's having a war flashback.
You see the PTSD all over her face.
It is. I think like I sit here thinking about my life choices and everything.
The life choices I made. Why?
It's so bad. It's never gonna see the light of day. Has anyone read what is it? The Matt Fraction Hawkeye. The opening panel of the comic book always starts with like Hawkeye falling, and he was like, "Yeah, well, you know, that's me. This is how I got into this incident. That's literally how I feel whenever I look back, and I'm like, yeah."
Okay, so this is the lore, and I'm never gonna up again because it's so bad. This is when I first discovered Boricua, because before it was like America Chavez or Raven, but yeah, I'll work on that another time. So this was a Boricua. This is like coming out first, because I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm having somebody make it. So I got the fabric and gave it to someone. I'm like, okay, this is what the costume looks like. Here's the colors. Do it. I got it back, and I said, and in my head, I'm trying to convince myself. And the worst part is convincing yourself that it looks good. I convinced myself. I'm like, you know what? I won't do it anyway, and see how just to get the feel of it. And we're like, okay, this is what I don't want to vision. It was bad. It was horrible. I didn't like it. And I was like, there was no love behind it. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell something made with love. That wasn't made with love. And I'm like, I'm not feeling it.
This was an angry costume.
It was an angry costume.
It was made for a paycheck, which is definitely
and mind you, like, when I did the shoot in it, I was like, okay, I look back at it, I'm like, I don't like it now. Like, just know it's never going to be seen. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to see it ever again. Mm-hmm. And that's just where it's going to be at, because it was bad. It was bad. Like, I might show it off from my phone, but you're not going to see it on Instagram. Mm. I took it down immediately. I was like, there's no love behind it. Like, when you wear cosplay, you have to have some pride, some effort. Be like, oh, yes, I know.
This was done angrily.
Yeah, you wear a cosplay with confidence.
And even like especially when I started, like, we didn't have all the material stuff back then.
Or know how to do a lot of these things. Because
Exactly.
my first technical costume I ever made was Yorichi from Bleach. And I remember I went to a thrift store and I got a whole bunch of different pieces and cut them up and put them together and like Frankensteined a costume. And then the one after that, which wasn't as technically hard, but dumbly took me a lot longer to make than Yorichi, was Vampire Knight. I did the school uniform, so I was Yuki Cross. So, like, you know, you grow from that. But yeah, no, a lot of those costumes I look back on, I'm like, banished to the shadow realm. Nobody can know.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. I'm like, nobody's ever gonna see this.
I don't have photos of it, but I did Mew from Elfen Lied, and like, I thought I looked amazing. I look back at it now, I'm like, yo, that was so bad.
And it was
I was so excited to wear it.
And it made it worse because it was like, It's like I'm mad at the designer, but I'm also mad at myself. Like I don't know how you explain it, but it's like you had more expectations and you
knew better.
Yeah, I knew better. And then what made it, and what I should have took it as a sign is that my mom saw it and was like, "Mija, wait, hold on. What's going on?" You want the truth or you
out in public wearing that?
And then,
Not lying, huh?
yeah, like I already knew I messed up because I was like, first of all, my mom's approval is everything to me. So the minute I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm not. To this day, nobody from BV knows what it looks like. That's how you know it's deep in the shadows.
It's lost on your phone somewhere.
It's somewhere in my phone. You're just never gonna see it because nobody from BV seen it. You know.
You stood there arguing with yourself.
How big you are now?
It was cute at the moment. Cute? Are you out of your mind? Look at this.
It was so fake. It was like a moment, and I'm like, I wore it once. That's how bad it was. Like
Once.
time. Once.
Yeah, like that movie Johnny Dangerous. He said, my mother kicked me in the ass once. Once.
That's why nobody from BB knows what it looks like. Very. Only like one other person knows what it looks like besides my mom. And that was the person that made this costume. And it was like.
But he did it out of anger. He fueled his rage in his design for you.
Yeah, and there was no look behind it. Like there was no consideration. Like you want to make a cosplay, you want to make it important. You be like, I want to wear this multiple times. And I feel like I don't know if everybody could agree, but like you were
Absolutely.
Like I'm weird. That was possible.
Especially like being Power Ranger like cosplay for the first time, like that time. Like I'm so proud I'm gonna be a Power Ranger cosplay for the first time, and I look at myself like, no.
Yeah, like you want to wear with confidence. It has to be a simple moment. Like, oh, this is my moment. I'm gonna go with a bang with this. I did not go with the bang with that.
Like the red carpet roll, you're like, no.
It was bad. I hope I deleted it. Like, I hope. Like, I kind of want to see it though now. I want to see it, but I want to see it.
I only have one picture of my first cosplay, and it looks like a MySpace profile picture. That's how it looks.
It was like the Tom photo.
Yes, it's the before after. It's the before after picture.
You couldn't tell what was before or after, right?
Now I can
This is the upgrade.
This is the upgrade, of course.
Yeah.
And now you.
What was your
What horror stories you have?
I don't know if it's really horror, but I guess it's trying to make a cosplay look like one thing and it looks totally different. I got invited to be part of a group of like Mario sports, but also like zombie or like horror. So I was like, okay, so
Mario Zombie Sports?
yeah. So I was
I'll play that game.
So I'm like, okay, my favorite character is Yoshi, so I want to be Yoshi, right?
Okay.
I want to be, so what can I do that's like, that can incorporate things that I like? Okay, I like Yoshi. I also play volleyball, so I want to have a volleyball with me, right? And I kind of like try and turned it into like a Yoshi egg, or I tried to do like that, whatever. But I wanted to do like a human Yoshi. So like I wanted to be fully green.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. So I did that. I was fully green. And when I got into my first Comic-Con, they were like, hey, She-Hulk. And I was like, you killed someone with the volleyball.
Deal.
And I was like, okay, that definitely did not go as planned.
I'm surprised. I mean, I'm going to say this. I'm going to see if you've heard it. But did anyone ever confuse you for an Orion slave girl? That's
It's Star Trek. Green skin girl. That's the first thing. I'm like, someone either thought Star Trek or I didn't even think Hulk. It was like either that was like the golly green giant. Like, what are you?
And it's funny because like I had like lime green hair. Like I was very lime green. So I was like, She-Hulk is like a little bit darker. Like, I don't know. But I'm like, all right, whatever. At least I'm something, right? But then when I started being Squirtle, so I was like, all right, my second attempt of being like a human version of a character. Although like I had fun, I did not really understand face paint at the time. So like I just did not do the steps right, and everything was just dripping, and I was like, I want to go home.
And then it stays in every crevice.
Stash here, and it all like fell, and I'm like, so
Yeah,
that's probably
the thing with
it
makeup.
for me.
Once you sweat, like you feel like
Yeah.
you're fine.
Right. And then full body paint, it's like the worst, the absolute worst.
Right, I was touching it, and I was like, ooh,
Sorry about it. I've done that a few times.
And like when you make up with contacts, that's even worse.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
I did it with my Itachi cosplay, and I woke up with the short gun. I felt crazy, scared my friend when I went to the bathroom because I forgot I had him on, and I turned on the light. Like, oh my god!
And I think another worst moment for me, I mean, you know, I love this character, I think Nightcrawler for X-Men with full makeup, had ears, I bought the sclera lens for the first time trying them. I did put eye drop throughout the whole day, and we did a photo shoot in the park, and it was really hot that day. I had a wig on too, I had everything on. The time I took them off, I was not in the hospital. Because I could open my eyes. I could open them in like an hour.
Yeah, people don't realize the sacrifices we have to make sometimes for cosplay. Like the things you have to suffer through, go through, experience just to wear those costumes and stuff like that. And like, you know, those labor pains. Like, okay, the first time you wear the costume, you're like, okay, I'm never wearing these shoes again. Or if I wear these shoes again, I'm going to add this. And then you develop it to a point where it becomes comfortable finally. But usually your first couple of times, like I know for me, when I went like full on, I hated every second of cosplay. But then it was like, I'm in costume. I'm like, okay, I'm having fun. But then I'm like, my feet are hurting, my hair is hurting, this wig is heavy, this costume itches, I have to pee, and I have to like take off everything. And if you have like weapons with you, like, do I have anybody who can hold my weapon for me? I guess it's coming with me into the bathroom. Those type of things that we experience, a lot of people don't realize.
But I think what's the most satisfying part is even though you go through all of that and you do your upgrades and you're like, I'm going to come back better. And it's like
Stronger.
so worth it. You're like, now I'm finally in my final form. Like,
No, it is, yeah.
It's like the best.
I need to do that.
You evolve like Pokemon. It's kind of like
Ultra Instinct.
yeah. It's almost like a Pokemon evolution. You start out in your first form, and you're like, oh, I'm all weird and awkward. And in your second form, you're like, I'm a little bit more confident. And in your third one, you're like, what's up? You know, I'm doing this. I can do it.
Like you started with Charmander and you end up with Charizard.
Yeah.
Like for me, it was this one that I wore. Like the very first time I really found out I was overweight when I wore this one. I mean, this is neoprene, supposed to stretch. So I had like a faja set up going because I was, you know, on the heavy side.
Yeah.
So as I put it on, I was like, dude, I got a body.
That saves lives.
But this is neoprene. While it's neoprene that's got me looking right, I'm like breathing like this.
Oh, welcome to a woman's world.
And I'm like saying, why am my eyes
That's
flashing?
not even
my
a
eyes?
corset.
Yeah,
No, it's
exactly.
not. No, it just stretched to its limit, and it probably just, I can't go any further. Stop! Don't breathe. And I was like, why are you doing that? Because I can't breathe. That was it. That's all I could breathe. Literally, that was, I think if I went with a full,
Yeah.
it just smack somebody or wrap around someone else, like a symbiote just letting go of me. Yeah, seriously, I didn't have to use sound. It was just, blah, that's on someone else.
So I guess also like going on that, you talked about bad cosplays. What some of your favorite like? I guess not necessarily your favorite cosplay, but like a cosplay that you did, you're like, yeah, I did that. Like that came out exactly how I wanted it to, or
This one
it
right
excelled. Yeah,
This one right here.
So you painted all that. You actually.
Well, I worked with a friend. Shout out to Crafty Contraptions. So he had the 3D printer. You know, he introduced me to the Mandalorian cosplay, and he had the files, and we customized it and painted it. And
That's dope.
yeah. So like that, this was like made out of pure excitement. Like I was like, oh, what if I made a Puerto Rican Mandalorian? Oh my god! And I'm like trying to draw it, and like we're drafting and drafting, and then we're like, I wanted to look like this.
You're like a mad scientist at work.
You know, it's like the meme with the map.
As soon as that first thing prints out, you're holding it. My creation.
Exactly, and that's how it felt at the end. So.
Yeah, I was literally telling him when I found out we were doing this. I'm like, man, if we had more time, I would try to have like made Star Trek uniforms that were inspired by like the Puerto Rican flag. I would try to incorporate because we sat there and we're like, how do we do this? Like, how do we make that work? So it was like, yeah, like I want to do that, you know. So like,
Definitely do that because some of the colors do represent You know?
Yeah, the thing with Star Trek too is like a lot of the symbols are used universally with the Federation, but then there's people who are not in the Federation, people who are different. So it's like there's open. Like I really like the idea of doing a Klingon, like a Puerto Rican inspired Klingon. So like now that like you guys, made me kind of think like, oh, I never really thought. Like I've done cosplay since 2003. Never once did I consider to actually do an inspiration to add that.
So the crazy part is that like representation, like in cosplay, like it always existed. You know,
Yes.
like you see it in different cultures and everything too. It's just it's not really as present like for Puerto Rican. So it's really nice to see like people start to get creative and like try to add like that.
She made me up one time for one Halloween, and I said, "Look, I got the witch doctor's hat. I got the wig, but I used it for someone else, for something else." So she got me the hat, and I was just like, "It's like we need the makeup." So you sure? And then she made
It was
me.
inspired by Papa Lempa.
She made me look like I called myself Papa Shango, bro. I was like, yeah.
That was the inspiration. Yeah.
And then put that on, and I was like, I'm at the party, said, I need tobacco. That way when somebody comes up, man, I was like, voy a consultar el espíritu, espera.
Yeah, that kind of was like our first.
Lo siento que estoy aquí, riéndose a ti. What did I say? I didn't do that. But that's how I represent. No, it was at a party over at.
No, I know, but the thing about it, that was kind of like our kind of first foray into like incorporating a Hispanic to a culture that wasn't our own, but because he wanted to do like a witch doctor, and I was like, Papa Lempa was like one of my favorite characters.
The same hat, and then they had the dread and the long hair. I still have it. So I'm at work, and then they allowed Halloween. I said, okay, cool. So I put on that. I put on the long dreads and stuff. Someone else said Slash, and I'm like, I just Slash. I was like, okay. I'm gonna bless you. Si te cae, te jode. There you go. That's what I represented. Well, that's just those are like I like to consider the fun stories. It's like when you get one that you actually just. You just stand there and say, you start talking like what's his name? Austin Powers.
Oh, Johnny Bravo. Austin Powers.
Look at me. Oh, big sexy. Look at my sexy cosplay. I didn't do it.
Nothing happened. We'll fix it. We've glued it before. It's not the first time we've done
That's the
this.
first time he's rebooted the phaser.
Literally not the first time he's done this.
But yeah, that's what I do. It's like, damn, did sexy. Look at my sexy cosplay. I'm getting a lot of photos and phone numbers. Who knows?
And that's how you get hooked.
Yeah, you get hooked.
You're in it.
It is a slight addiction when you think about it because when you pick it up and then the attention that follows with it is really good. I mean, especially if you have, there are people who don't have that kind of,
immediately.
you don't have that self-esteem, and all of a sudden you're flooded with just all this attention over this thing that I'm wearing. I'm like, dude, I like this. Now I know what the pretty people feel, that sort of thing. But, that translated into my regular life.
There's a handsome man in my house.
Yeah. I saw you said you were going to go say something. So,
So besides this costume, I'm also the Dominican Spider-Man because I am both half.
You are Miles Morales.
Yeah, I'm both Puerto Rican and Dominican. And the idea originally came up because my father, shout out to my dad, and I was telling him about the Spider-Verse movie, and I just made different Spider-Mans. I was telling him about Miles, how he was like half Puerto Rican, and he's like, is there a Dominican Spider-Man? He's like, I was like, no, there's not. He's like, why not? I was like, I don't know. I don't know that. Don't tell more about that. But then the idea clicked in my head, and I was just like, oh, there should be a Dominican Spider-Man. There should be some Dominican representation.
Somewhere in the Spider-Verse, there has to be a Dominican.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's me. And that's me. Yeah. And so I found this sketch online, and I kind of took it and I changed little bits here and there, and I took it to where I go to get my suit designs from. And I'm just like, please, I need to make this. And then sure thing you know, Dominican Spider-Man was born.
There you go.
The thing is that with you guys, it became an inspiration. We had talked about doing a Starfleet one. So I'm letting you guys know from the first part which one I intend to try and do. Not try and do, I know I'm going to do. So I'm actually going to go to the costume shop and get myself some pointy ears, and I'm going to be a Boricua Vulcan. Boricua Vulcan all the way.
So mad at you because he knows how badly I want to cosplay Spock.
Yeah, because I'm going to cosplay Spock, but actually more of the human side, like his brother Cybok. Cybok was so passionate and human. I said, well, then he can be a Boricua. So he will be a Boricua Spock. You'll see him in whatever variant of uniform, because he's not wearing a uniform. It could be that, or it could just be, Boricua Spock as well. And I'll just be sometimes, because he's had his moments where he acts more human than he does Vulcan with logic. But yep, that's the next one in Inception. Thanks to you.
Well, I'll keep on him for that. I told you I'm going to do the Punisher. So that's one of my. And it's so funny because was it? Lou asked me why. But I told Lou, I was like, do you forget in the first movie they were in Puerto Rico for the family vacation? So he's Puerto Rican, and I refuse to listen to anybody else to fame him.
Frank, come on.
Frank Castle.
Come on.
Franco. Yeah, Franco. Hello.
But yeah, I definitely want to do that one. But
Well, for me, besides this, I think my the one that I really like stand out the most is my Pride Power Ranger. I just did. As much I always represent who I am as a Puerto Rican, but also as an open queer person. Like, there's not a lot of queer cosplayers who represent who they are. So when I did this costume, I said, "This is it. This is the door. This door is opening like totally door opening with the Verse. I'm doing with the Pride cosplayers out there, And we did that by walking in Pride March together. Those who are LGBT, those who are ally, we all walk
But I
together.
gotta admit, sorry to interrupt, I gotta admit, when you see the Pride Parade, if you've not lived until you've seen a Pride Parade, and even though we'll say, well, that's a good cosplay. No, that's not a cosplay. That's real. That's how they represent themselves.
Especially,
But it's so good.
especially
So good that you actually go, I'm going to use that the next Comic-Con. I want to do that one.
especially like seeing like drag queens also like cosplays as well, perform fashion. Like I want to bring that more often in my community, especially my own LGBT group as well, because I want to welcome everybody, because we need more people, feel like they be safe, because we being recognized so many times, and that's what I do. So
I agree.
This whole representation now that what you guys are doing, I look at it as it's going to be a domino effect. There are going to be not only just more Boricuas, there's going to be other races, other people.
I have seen it, yeah.
Not necessarily races. There's going to be other people
Inspired by it,
and
yeah.
inspired by it. It doesn't make a difference across the board in sexuality, whatever. Across the board, there's going to be more. There's going to be more. It's going to grow because this has grown so huge and so well accepted. It's like people now just look at it, oh, that's so cool. Perfect example. Have you ever been to Brooklyn, this place called Industry City?
yes.
Okay. Now, if you know Industry City, during the summertime, I think even now on Fridays, it's total salsa night. Salsa, merengue. Okay, so in the door next to it, there is St. John's Comics. They moved there.
Yes.
So we as a group were there one time because one of our people that we know was coming out with a Star Trek comic book done by IDW. So I'm there, I'm having a good time, and I get up, and then I walk out because I just heard the salsa music. Oh, the whole other salsa again. Walking out.
You were playing.
So yeah, you saw. I gotta go dance. And it's like you go out there, right? And then I didn't have that moment with the needle drop, you get that. People did look, but they were like, slow. Like, okay, I got people that come up to me. It's like, Star Trek? Awesome, man. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
I said, wait, you got a con going on over here? No, we're just visiting someone who's coming out with a comic and we're just representing. He said, nice.
Yeah.
And that's why I love it, because 30 years ago, like, you see it, Get him!
Could you see his face?
Slow life, breathe. You know?
Did you escape like in a state asylum? Like, are you okay?
Yeah. It's like they start looking at you. So what's that? And if you do this, it's like, oh my God, he's giving me the finger. You know?
No, I've had that happen too.
Mm-hmm. No, the craziest thing is at that time, Robin Williams had a show called Mork and Mindy.
Yes.
So he used the same sign to connect with people this way. So when they did it, and they're like, jackpot, man, somebody looked at me and said like this, and they did it like, and they just said, okay. Someone in need of Riddler. Okay. So that's the coolest thing. That now it's so accepted and people recognize it. When I first put on a software uniform again, was to join my group, and I'm on the train and I'm sitting there, and the next thing I say, "That be Star Trek, I'm on." Yeah. So, oh look, you got the symbol of Captain Picard, right? Peace and all right, brother. I'm like, okay, you know that basketball. I was waiting for a mother to pull out the blood and be like, now we talking time. Let's get really into it. Let's have a split.
Inosuke, did you get to answer?
For me, definitely Inosuke. I mean, that's like what really got me into this altogether in the first place. Inosuke is certainly one of my like biggest like pride and joy cosplays. It helps that like most of his cosplay is like his body, which is one of the reasons that like I grew attached to the characters because like I felt like he looked like me. You're like,
Oh, he's beefy. Me too. I can see that.
But then it takes off. Yeah, he takes off his head. He was like, oh, but he's pretty.
No, but I have a friend who has, well, that's the whole thing about Inosuke. He is very pretty.
Exactly.
I have a friend who has a body, like, suit like that, and wears it. She's a woman, and then goes to these cons, and people are like, cosplays all these, like, the deep space characters and whatnot. People are, like, fully like, oh, that's a man. I'm like, no. Like, you have no idea. She peels that off, and underneath that, it's like, completely opposite. But yeah, if I had a beefy body, I too would probably dress up like a Inosuke.
Yeah. And then of course David Martinez, Latino anime character. I got my hair cut like him. That's why my hair is like still long up on the top, really long right now. But when I like over time improved my David Martinez cosplay, it's one of the cosplays I'm like most synonymous with. And whenever I put him on, I feel like, I am him.
So I guess quick question, if you had to prefer a costume that's more not like wearing a mask, an anonymous cosplay versus actually having your face out, if you had to pick one preference. Like obviously you do both, but like if you were like, if I could only really do one, I would do this. Like I probably would do with the anonymity. I like wearing that my face out, but at the same time, like there's so many cool characters that you can do masks for, and there's so many different things that you can do with them, and creating them it's always so much fun to create like suits and whatnot. So
well, I think it's hard because again, it's I'm gonna say this again, like I'm a person that I like to see my face all the time. Even when I'm in cosplay, like I could do an anime character and or even Nightcrawler, I'd be seeing my face. I said no. That's why I said I had to stick with doing like the other than matters because I could be more confident, more, posy and be more action, type of thing, because at least people don't have to judge my face, because that's always my worst fear is like, oh, why he look like that, like I don't want to be judged like that. So I said, what, put my arm and people could just like say, "Oh my God, you look so cool! I love that." So that's pretty much how. It's just all about the confidence, But it depends on the person too, So.
But like cosplay, like anything else, is also I look at it as a confidence builder. Yeah, if you had trouble trying to be out in front of the light, and people are looking at you, and you're like going.
It takes a lot of confidence to wear cosplay, period. Yeah, like it takes a lot of like gumption to be like, I'm gonna put on a costume today and walk around in public and have people looking at you, no idea what I'm doing. That's why they come there.
That's why I said I'll wait till I get there and then change.
Yeah, that's my reason. Nah. My people were like obviously for that type of costume I probably would have waited, but like when we were doing like our Naruto cosplays and I did an Anbu, and I remember like walking out, people looking at me like, what is wrong with you? Because like I had the cut up suit, and they're like, what is that helmet? What is like? Are you okay? Did you escape? Did you blink if you need help? Like they didn't understand it.
I actually like the reactions. Like, I like being that one person in the crowd. So if I'm there in costume, people are like, what is that? I'm like, it's me. And like they ask questions and stuff, or just some random Boricua over there. Like my people, like, you know.
Exactly. You'll get that. You'll know where you go. Like, what?
Yes.
My Lord, hey, don't let go. And then you'll start showing.
I'm through with it, Boba Fett.
It's like when I wear this one, I'm on a train heading towards Comic-Con. It's like I get these. But they're looking at me like I'm a cop. It's like I'm gonna start saying, Starfleet security, you're committing an illegal act, okay? Because they're looking at me that way. I'm standing there, I'm just like, just taking a train like anyone else. But then you see the eyes, and they're like,
Oh, yeah, the eyes.
that's like, yeah, you say, dude, if you're trying to tell me you grow something wrong, you're doing a good job of it.
You know, the one of the funny things that happens to me is that when I have a helmet on, they think I can't see them. or that I can't hear them. So like they'll have their phone or something and they'll be like taking a picture and then I pose and then they're like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, I see you.
And it's funny because it happened like that too. I did one, I also do Charles Wager. So during Comic-Con, I was walking out towards the escalators, and there was like two guys like front of me. And they were like, "Oh, can we get a picture with you?" Like, so dope. I'm like, cool. And then he said something, and then my partner, like, he was yelling at him. He said, you're not supposed to talk to him like that. So a few months later, because I watch wrestling, I watch like, AEW or Authority. So I'll be following like, whatever wrestler has their YouTube channel and stuff. One of them was at Comic-Con. And I said, oh, cool, he got videos of everybody I know. And I saw me, I was like, that was him. And I told my brother, I said, you're about to fight a wrestler, right?
Yeah, you'd be surprised if people are like the biggest fans and stuff like that. They come out of nowhere.
But he was not being a fan. He was like doing like some like he was just doing content,
Oh, okay.
And so it's like, I mean, of course he's a fan, but I'm just saying, like, like he's also being a character as well because he's a wrestler. So he's like a bad guy.
You mean wrestling isn't real?
Kayfabe.
You're a character? They lie to you your whole life?
Yes.
I did not lie to you. I just hid the truth.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and I also think Santa Claus is still real.
Sorry.
I think it is weird to see reactions in public, but most of them are, at least with me, are mostly just like positive. Especially when I went to an anime convention, but in my Dominican-inspired costume, I'm just like, I won't probably get recognized that much. I was deeply surprised of how many Dominicans were at the convention, and not only that, like getting showing love even outside of the con, because I stepped out to get the grass and to eat. And then you just see mad people in cars just, getting so excited. It's like, Dominicano! And just seeing that love, and I'm just, it made me feel proud to finally bring this cosplay to life.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is, you just never know who's a fan of what these days. Because...
Or who you touch with your cosplay, who might influence and might see you and be like, oh, that what?
At work, I had a guy who's a fan of Star Trek, right? But he says his kids and his wife, they hate it. He's the only one that loves it. So I'm at work, and it's Halloween day, and I came with my uniform, so I'm in the lunchroom, and people are like, oh, dude. And then one was another fan said, what? Because I had a jacket with the symbolizing, like, where did you get that jacket from? I want it too. And then on the day that the guy I mentioned whose family hated it, I had an extra plaque because I used to get from this company that showed the ships, and I got the plaque for the USS Discovery. Those are the plaques that they put on every ship, like in the tradition, maritime tradition. A plaque was put on that ship showing the name, the type, and the year it was created. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I had that one for Discovery, and he was leaving. And I was like, he's been a good dude to us. So I said, here, for you. And he's like, Why? I mean, this is an older dude that's like probably hitting the 60s, and I think he was going to cry right there. It's like Christmas all over again, opening up that special present and go, what? Thank you. I said, put it on your wall. Let the kids get jealous. That's right. We're Star Trek. Yeah, seriously. You can be jealous. You're a Star Trek. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of anything, whether it's Walking Dead, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Mandalorian. And even if you enjoy comic books, that feature, Boricua Spider-Man, or if not, Miles Morales, or anime.
And that was good.
What's funny? It's great because he's literally pulling in a Nosuke. It's so good.
And of course, you have the Boricua game, and then over here, you have the Power Rangers. You're most famous of all because the iteration and the idea of it did transcend into other things, but it never caught on as powerful as the Power Rangers did. Mm-hmm. And especially in that particular iteration that dealt with the Green Ranger and that outfit, Jason, rest in peace.
Yeah, and it's funny because I thought about it because ever since like I said, when I met Lily, I said, I want to do something like, what she does. So even though I thought the idea of a Power Ranger, Puerto Rican Power Ranger, I keep thinking about what Luis Guzman said in one of the 90s episode where he said that there should be a Puerto Rican Power Ranger. And I made this happen, and look at that, And he reposted the video, and the video is still like trending. The community okay, Puerto Rican Power Ranger, and I turned myself into Puerto Rican Power Ranger, and yeah. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but hopefully one day when he sees me, we get a picture together. I say, hey, I'm here.
I remember meeting Jason, and this was like the last time after when things happened, and I remember being in a room. It's a Big Apple car. We've been in a room like this, a conference room. And he's sitting there, and what was funny is that on the front row, there was his dad, and he has his daughter, and she's like maybe 2, so cute. And she was dressed as the Pink Ranger. So she's sitting there. She's so excited. She has a helmet off. She's so excited. And he's talking, and he's putting, he said, I have pictures here, but these pictures, I'm going to autograph, and I'm going to autograph for you. Then these pictures, well, these are private. So she's sitting there, she's looking, and he's just catching her, and he said, and she just came all the way around. He sat right next to her. So those two that he put to the side, he signed with your name, and he puts her name in the thing. These are for you. And she's like, she didn't know what to do with herself, and she went right back to her dad, and she's like, that was so fun. That's what's so great about that moment. That little one there is going to continue cosplaying. Those are her idols that she loves.
Mm-hmm. Right, and as adults, we see ourselves in that little kid too. We're doing what we would want our inner child, our little kid to experience.
Yeah.
In Comic-Con, I came across a 3-year-old. She was dressed as Kara, as Supergirl. She went with the little skirt and the leggings. And I looked at her. She was so adorable. I said, do you mind? Yeah. I said, do you want a picture? She's like, I said, give me your best pose. So she stood there, and she did a flying pose. Just like that. It was so adorable. So adorable. I said, thank you so much. And I said, Kara Zor-El, we love you. I call her character name because that's how she was dressed up. But that's the power of that positive moment that she's always going to carry with us. We took a picture of you, and it's going to continue from there.
Do you remember? Oh yeah. So we're gonna go take a break. Right before we go to break, can you guys tell us? Oh, sorry, not a break. We gotta go back to the ship. They're calling us. Can you guys give us a social media where we can contact you? Because I know we can contact you.
Yes, I know your social media right now where they can reach you, each and every one of you.
Sure. For me, it's Flores_Lillian on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
For me, it's going to be at Jersey Spidey. For me, it's Latino cosplayer. I'm all over the place, so yeah, Latino cosplayer.
For me, it's Brandon Nude Boricua on both TikTok and Instagram.
My Instagram is smiling_Litzy, Litzy.
Thank you again so much, you guys, for being here. This, honestly, probably my favorite that we've done so far as far as filming.
Very much.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get you guys to come back and see who you guys from now to, you know, what's going on and
There's always-
you know what? We will.
Yeah, there's always a seat here and the door's open. Please come back. Share any new things you have with us, whether it's events or whatever, or just to come and just talk.
Yeah.
That seat, always available, and that door is always open.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
And as a community, we are the Boricua Verse.
Well, Instagram.
We have a New York Comic Con meetup coming up on the Saturday for 4:45. All the Boricuas are gonna get together. It's gonna be a party.
We will be there. We will be filming.
And prepare for the parade in 2026.
Yes.
Super cool.
Now you ready?
Beam us up, Scotty.
And I'm not going to be hunched over. That's the note for you. Okay? Energize. Oh, looky, they leave.
Welcome to the zone where geeks collide, where comics and heroes come alive. Marvel, DC, Starfleet in the mix. Lightsabers flash, we're nerding out quick. Ricans and